Okay, let's have a little look. I'm going to share my screen. There we go. Oh, recently I've been the thing is, I've always known this, but everyone was saying in my community that changing the color of the candles has really helped with their psychology. It's definitely made me a little bit confused, but apparently, like, in the color red is meant to really uh cause stress, apparently. So I changed the colors to my favorite colors, which are purple. So let's see how we get on. Like I said, I feel like I do get a little bit confused. I need to change the layout of this and stuff. But yeah, we're live now, I think, on YouTube. I think you're the only one who said that. Yeah, I'm weird like that. I've loved a Monday for a long time. Red, no music. Yes. What do you mean, Andy? Schofield, what ratio do you I like to wait for it to retrace at least into 50% on something like gold, but you know, the sweet zone, something like 0.6. Kibble Rock, hey! Thank you so much for the follows, guys. Please double tap the screen for me because I think I've been shadow banned. So just keep tapping the screen. If you want to see the full charts, I am live now on YouTube, but I'm really sorry, but I actually can't see the chat, which is a bit annoying. No, Miss. Oh. Maybe I can see the chat. What's a shadow ban? It just means that TikTok just like hides my stuff a little bit. So if you give a little bit more engagement and like the stream and stuff, it probably like push it out more. Basically, you do look so tan. Are you saying that I look tanned? Not really too sure what you mean. Mr. Void, hey, let me know what traders I have on here. Okay, I'm literally gonna this is the first time I've actually looked at the charts today. So I'm gonna start off with gold because why not? We love gold. Looks like we are pushing back up on gold. We had massive pullback, but okay, we've literally just broken our daily high. So this is interesting. Okay, so I'm very bullish on gold. Went short on USD Chef at night. I've been cooking lately. Well done, Lewis. Love to hear that. Why do I look so tan? I don't know what you're tanned. What is tanned, Fortnite? Are you like talking about the color of my skin? Would love to trade beside Mr. Void. I have got my charts up on YouTube, so if anyone wants to see, then you can have a look and see what I'm talking about. But yeah, looking at gold, very bullish. Let's see what the opportunities would be. We had a big break of a daily trend line. We've broken highs. The market structure on the daily is very bullish to me, but we're very much in the extension right now. So, you know, that could mean a pullback at some point. Let's have a look on the see, like, I don't know what you think about these colors, guys. Does it confuse you? It confuses me a little bit. Your face looks very tanned. I don't know what you mean by tanned. Are you talking about the color of my skin? It's a really like I don't understand what you mean by tanned. It's a weird, like, are you English? I'm waiting for a pullback to Thursday lows. Oh, is that on gold, Mr. Void? The pump to new all-time high. Just join the live. What pairs are we looking over? Hey Curtis, so I'm looking at gold at the moment. Okay, so yeah, let's have a look on the lower time frames. I do use the fib tool on the 4 hours, so let's have a little look and see potentially where we could pull back to. So my last low was down here. Okay, so it's not retraced into even 0.3 yet. So we're gonna trading Fibonacci ask for ratio. Do you see London Open? Did you see London Open on Friday? I can't even remember what happened London Open. I did see a lot of social media posts, to be fair, where everyone was just saying like, don't know what's happened to gold to price, but I traded in the afternoon and it was a win, so I had a good day. Thank you so much for the follows. Yeah, so with gold, I would like to see a little bit more of a pullback. They closed the market for a bit in the morning. Oh, okay. And then did it just like gap up or something? I entered gold long. Oh shit. Okay, I entered gold long around 12 for 2 months, hit 70. Well done, Mr. Void. I love to hear that stuff. Andy, yeah, this is I trade full time and yeah. But yeah, I've got some really exciting news about business I am launching, and that will be announced today. People can exit. Oh, right. That's mad. Yeah, I wasn't in anything in the mornings. I was in something in the afternoon, and it was a bit slow, but we still hit TP. Okay, so 4 hour. I'm gonna set an alarm for here, like zero, at least 50% retracement. And then that's all done now. So I'm gonna have a look on the 1 hour. We're bullish. 1 hour, a little bit better structure. I think probably would have missed that initial move. So just to give you guys a little bit of context and a bit of an understanding to how I trade, like we'll always start on the higher time frame to have a look at, what that overall bias is. We'll have a look and see if there's a position to take on the 4 hour, which is going to be our longer position. But also, I am happy to take positions off the 1 hour as well, basically using the previous session. So either tap into the lows or tap into the highs. We're waiting for some type of reaction, but also using the 50% of the session. So as you can see here on gold, you can see that we tapped into the 50% range and then closed up here. So essentially we could have taken a buy position. That was at 6 a.m. So then what I would be waiting for is maybe that just structure. So yeah, this is where it would have happened. So yeah, basically once we broke this high, we then had that entry there of a long, tapped into our breakout area, stop loss below the lows, and then I would probably aim for the session highs. So that's just 1 to 2.3. Oh, just long gold KQ. Yeah, I just was just saying I would have taken a long, but I would have missed that initial move. So now if we look on the hour, for me, we're looking like we're in the extension. So I really use market structure in my strategy because I would have missed that initial move, which we would nearly be at TP now. But that's fine because we just wait for the 1 hour to pull back, basically. So wait for the high to be created, wait for the pullback, and then just go from there. I just long God. But yeah, so if you want to see the full charts, just come on to YouTube now. It's Doey Trades. So yeah, that's gold for me. There's nothing that I can really do until gold it actually starts pulling back now because I've missed that initial entry. Hey, How are you doing? But yeah, thank you for the follows here, guys. Please don't forget to double tap the live stream for me. We're gonna have a look. GJ, you know what? I don't really trade JPY pairs. I trade gold to silver and um Euro USD, NQ, GBP USD. So sometimes I just feel like that's enough, you know? So, as much as social media will tell you to do this and this and this, I think it's just really important that you do what works for you. Okay, let's have a look at. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not really something that I look into, so it's not something that I can comment on. Hi, we're lacking women. Silence FX. Yeah, no, I agree. Got shares in Palantir. Don't really do stocks. But yeah, like at one point I was literally looking at like 10 different pairs and I just got confused because I would, be going between the pairs and forgetting what I'm waiting for. And it just got confusing. I already trade 5 things and I feel like that's enough because the way that I like to trade, I'm happy with one trade a day. But yeah, let's have a silver's back in all-time high. So don't know why my analysis always just drops off. Just drawing up some trend lines. Only trade gold, silver, and one FX for the week. Can you tell me this at 9 p.m. tonight so I can be bored? Arab, why don't you just keep scrolling? If you don't wanna listen. I always find it really funny when people just come on here to hate. It's like you got nothing better to do. Get on with your sad little life. It was nice talking to you. I have no idea what you said, but I hope it goes well for you. Oh, Andy, I'm assuming you don't even trade. Yeah, you're probably going to want to keep scrolling if you don't trade. I paid a £40, $40 share. That's cool, Dom. Like I said, I don't really do a lot with stocks, to be honest. Hates normally they always come on my lives. Oh yeah, I'm so used to like random people hating. I just find it funny because they must be that fucking sad. Do you know what I mean? Like I can never imagine being that sad and going on and hating on random people that I have no idea who they are. They don't give a shit about me. Like, why do you think you're that important that a random person is actually going to give a shit about what you have to say? They're an AI company. Thank you, Void, Mr. Void. They're an AI company. What, the haters? I don't think so. I think they're just like sad old people. They might not even be old. That's a bit mean to just assume that they're old. But yeah, let's have a look at silver. Palantir. Oh, okay. He's still going on about stocks. TC. What's TC? Right, let's have a look at silver. We have been extending for a while. Okay, yeah, we definitely got a little bit. I would definitely want to see this pullback more before entering that longer position. Gonna set alerts. That's on the 4 hour. So let's have a little look on the 1 hour and see if we can do anything with the session range. I love the haters. A fan is a fan. Exactly that, Mr. Void. I am living for that today. 100%. If you're gonna hate, then to me it's still a good thing. Like you're still giving me what I need, so it's not a bad thing. But yeah, so looking at a silver now. We've got nothing here on silver. Like I said, we're either going to need some types of closures above here to show that indication. So we're probably going to have to wait for the 1 hour closure. Free Kashmir, I'm good. How are you? Chris, thank you so much for the follow. Gold trading live chart, discuss AI. So anyone who actually is serious and wants to have a look at what I'm looking at, just come over to YouTube. It's Doey Trades. I'm good. Just checking my trades. Amazing. What country are you in? I'm in the UK, guys. But yeah, nothing on silver for me right now. So let's have a look at GU. It's looking choppy. So yeah, we'll start on the daily. Have a look at that overall. Okay, so we had a big breakout of the daily 4 hour trend line. Sorry, daily and 4 hour trend line. Boo boo UK. Where are you? Me northeast. Is that you're in the UK as well. I'm from south. So like not far from London. Cyprus. Oh, amazing. I want to travel to Cyprus. Never been to Newcastle. But yeah, so just gonna be looking at GU today and just looking at it. Again, I'm also very bullish, but right now, if we're looking at the daily and we're going to take into consideration market structure, it looks like we could potentially pull back. And some of the moves that I do really like when we get a daily breakout is for us to actually retest the back of the trend line. So let's see what the fib retracement tool would give us as well. Yeah, so that is literally perfect. If it retraces into the 0.618 zone, which is the golden zone on the daily, that would be a really, really good position for a buy. So show your hands. Why? Thank you so much for the follow, DXB. Better taxes. Yes, that's exactly where I'm going to be looking. Used to study in Hounslow. Oh, that's not far, not too far from me. But yeah, so what was I even saying? We could see just as an intratrader, intratrader. Oh my god, I'm getting my words muddled up now. But as a day trader, we could see some bearish momentum. So yeah, let's have a little look and see what the 4 hour is looking like. The 4 hour is looking quite bearish. It's a little bit consolidating, but it does look like we may push down. So this is not a bad thing as a day trader because I can just day trade this. So if we have a look at the 1 hour, okay, so yeah, I like this because we had a wick into the 50% range and then it's completely rejected. So I'm actually going to look at taking a trade. Let's have a look on the 3 minutes. So yeah, we got some bearish structure. I'm going to log into my account so then can take this potential sell. 3 minutes. Okay. I want to take it from the breakout. My issue is sometimes just not being patient enough and, just jumping in and not getting as good of a entry. But we've had a lot of extension on the lower time frame. Why is it doing this? Yes, that would be my stop loss. Definitely gonna up. Oh, thank you so much. Someone just gave me. Okay, I'm actually just gonna market execution this. I've literally just entered a sell for GU. This isn't too far off like my actual entry, but we had a wick up and then just complete rejection. So just made sure I had correct lot size, just to make sure I've given myself that room, and then I want to aim for at least a 1 to 2. So that would be, oh, that's interesting actually. Right. 43, 46. I heard something about like the average move for a pair during the day, and then to then work out the probability of your TP happening by working out how much it's already moved. I need to start doing that and seeing how I might YGU. Okay, so it's hard to explain when you're not looking at the screen. Thank you so much for the follows. It's 10 years experience on how I lost to build consistency. Just for the record, I'm writing a book on the market psychology. When it's finished, I can send it to you. Amazing. That's great. Silence FX. That's really cool. Well, good luck on that. I mean, I should have been a little bit patient and entered in the area that I wanted to enter, but it's fine. I'm trading off the 1 hour time frame. We're just using the session, the Asia session range, basically, to get this trade. When it comes to 9 a.m., and if this can close outside of the Asia lows, then that would definitely be a lot more confirmation for me. But I wanted to take this trade using the mid-range. Do you trade gold? Yeah, I trade gold. I'm bullish on gold, but there was no real. I missed the setup. It's all experience and it does not come cheap. I know. I've been trading for like 8 years now. I've definitely spent and lost a lot of money. How many trades do you take a day? It just depends. I don't really take a lot of trades, to be honest. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. Pixie, I saw your name come up, but I don't know if you're on here. If you want to go live with me, that would be great. Oh, let me just let my dog out because he's... Oh, you're just eating. Amazing. I'm only going to be on till 9 because I've been on for a while. Well, since 8. But little Maya's downstairs. Daz, thank you so much. Thank you, Danny. Thank you as well for the follows. I saw some people following. But yeah, so that's GU. Like, I really want to see GU pull back to the 50% zone for the daily, and that would then be your long position. So, if you're taking, let's have a look. Do we have any gaps? To be fair, there was lots of gaps, so I can definitely counter in this bit. Yeah, this whole area here for it to be tapped into. That would have been a much better position from here, which is basically the breakout anyway. Thank you so much for the follows. Do you stick on brows come with your lashes? They're tattooed on actually, Zach. And my lashes are semi-permanent. We got another random hater over here popping up to. It's so funny. I really love it because it just makes me think like these people think they're that special that I'm gonna give a shit what you say. So yeah. But yeah, so GU, like I said, long position on the daily. I definitely want it to pull back a little bit more. Maybe come to retest the back of the trend line, come back into the that is literally, if it goes into the trend line, then that is the 0 point my golden zone. So yeah, I want today to be bearish. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Like I said, if we get a closure outside of the Asia lows, that's another confirmation for me that the trade is going to go well. But yeah, we can't do anything until just waiting now. Just got to be patient. Mr. Void, thank you. Okay, let's have a look at NQ. Let's see what NQ is doing, and then we just got EU to go through. But yeah, guys, anyone who, again, wants to see the charts, I am live on YouTube. I can't actually see comments though, but live on YouTube. So if you, then you'll be able to see what I'm actually talking about. But yeah, thank you so much for the follows on TikTok. I appreciate you guys. Please don't forget to double tap the screen for me. And yeah, this week hopefully I'm going to be a lot more active. It's just been really tough with my little one being ill. Okay, so on the daily for NQ, we have broken that daily and 4-hour bearish trend line. It looks like we could be coming to, retest its complete extension. Oh, you've just requested. I can't see how to. Oh, accept request. There we go. I've never actually done this before. Hey!
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I heard that you just went into a trade. What did you go in?
It is for GU, but I'm day trading that. So my overall bias on GU is a buy. But for me, I'm happy to trade the pullback because on the daily, it's looking like it needs a pullback. It broke out of the trend line. I want it to come and retest the trend line. So I'm basically trading the pullback. The 4 hours. 4 hours a bit choppy, but yeah, I'll get more confirmation when the 1 hour closes, but I am in a sell.
Yeah, on Friday I was in a buy on GU, and it had retested the 4 hour, and the 4 hour had retested, but it just was like, fuck it. I don't know if you can see on the daily, but it was like just fucking going sideways for like 2 days.
Yeah.
So I ended up breaking even anyway, so it was fine. But it was really funny because I think I've cracked how to day trade with this.
Oh, okay.
Because what I done was I put my stop loss at the under of the 5 minute where you get in, and it didn't get me out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, because actually I could have gotten both of my TPs if I was day trading instead of trying to swing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and this is it. Like, it does just sometimes just take time for it to sink in. But yeah, if you're using the 5 minute, you're definitely day trading.
It was just to enter.
Yeah.
Get my entry.
But yeah, swing trading, I mean, it's crazy because they will never barely even look at the 4 hour even for entry. So yeah, no, that's really good though, because then you can just make your stop losses a lot smaller. And there was something I'll explain to you about this conversation later, but anyway, there's something to like bear in mind for like day trading is actually understand like the average amount of pips price actually moves in a day. So say if like I think for example GBP USD, the average amount is like 160 pips or something like that, like actual movement in one day, like that is the average. So let's say you're getting in and it's already moved like 100 pips like through Asia or something, what is the likelihood of then a 60 pip TP gonna hit, whereas if it hasn't moved that much yet, then you have more of a chance of it actually going through, playing out, how realistic your TP is. So yeah, that was just like a really interesting thing. I'm just looking at NQ looks very bullish to me. It's broken out of a daily trend line. Does look like right now we're printing finally like a sell candle on the daily. So again, it's just been extending. So even though like obviously we're bullish and stuff, we still need the pullbacks. So on the 4 hour, we can see that it's literally come down to retest that. It's come and retest the back of that trend line on the 4 hour. So again, like using the trend line and market structure together, it's like, okay, so once it's come back down, retraced into that area, I'm going to have a look as well at the fib. The fib tool. Okay, so it's literally retraced nearly into the 0.7. So like that is psychologically like a really good area to be taking buys from. But I may have missed this now because it looks like it completely rejected. And then you drop down again to the 1 hour. You can see it's come down to that trend line and just rejected straight off it. So now you got to trade like the pullback basically, because essentially once that 1 hour or 2 1 hour candles are like starting to reject off that trend line, that's when you can then just use the 5 minute, wait for bullish structure and be in that trade. And then you've technically still traded the trend line. It's broken out of a daily, it's broken out of a 4 hour, and then just using market structure to actually enter.
Yeah. It definitely gets easier.
100%. I think market structure and trend lines together is just like the perfect combination. I just think like trend lines on its own, it's just not enough.
Not enough confirmation. Yeah.
It's called the central bank's dealer range and standard deviations. Yes. So yeah, this is what I was talking about, Benedict. Hi Han, what's your thoughts on ITM? I'm assuming that's a stock. We don't really do stocks, to be honest. I'm only like, it's more of like a long-term thing, but yeah, no trading day stocks. But yeah, because obviously I've now missed what I needed for NQ. Now I'm just gonna have to wait to trade some type of pullback. So it's pulled down quite a lot. So there's a very, very big Asia range as well. So we need it to start like really pushing up before I even think about doing anything with NQ. And then the last thing that I wanted to look at this morning was Euro USD. Euro USD.
Looks like we've got a push. I mean, the hour, it closes in an hour. If that can close where it is round about now, then I would say that's bullish personally.
Yeah, let's have a little look. I was just checking on GBP USD.
Did you say you were in a sell for?
Yeah, I am.
Sell, yeah.
Yeah. 15 minutes still. We'll just have to wait and see. It is what it is. And then Euro USD.
They correlate so well together, don't they?
Yeah, they definitely. I do definitely find that they correlate. So the daily looks like it wants to like break out of that daily trend line. But in terms of market structure, the high is a little bit higher.
It is.
Let's have a look at the lower time frames. That's on the daily, so 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hours definitely.
Yeah.
I think that's giving bullish structure.
Yeah, we can break above. I've got like a box up there, which is the zone, and if it can break that zone, then 100%.
Yeah.
I've got 2 trend lines on Euro USD. Have you?
What do you mean?
At the top. I don't know if you can. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, you have to go a little bit closer.
Can you see it now? Wait, let me. So I've got one trend line here and one trend line there. Can you see that?
Go a little bit closer, like with your camera. Sorry.
Sorry. Oh no! I'm gonna have to learn how to. Okay, there we go. Oh no, we didn't do it. One trend line here and one trend line here. Only reason because I know that this up here looks. Can you see? Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it now.
I know that obviously if we go up here, then that is
Oh, right. Yeah, so I didn't include that because it was news.
Yeah, but actually it really interestedly touched there and then
Yeah.
went back down. So that's why I ended up putting it on there.
Yeah. No, I sometimes have 2 trend lines like that, but when I'm looking for because I trade breakouts, not like a touch point and then getting in, when it's so close, if it was to break out the first one, I don't want to get confused thinking that's now a breakout, because if I'm going to take into consideration the one just behind it, I'd rather just use the one the one at the back. Yeah, the one at the back, basically, because that's the only way that I use trend lines. It's different if you're using them as points of reversals, like if you get to that trend line and it rejects and you continue on the trend. But because I'm doing the breakout, say if we break out and now we're basically at the other trend line, I don't know if that is now going to be a breakout or not, because I've got to wait for the other one.
Yeah, I haven't actually. I'm yet to do a touch point reversal.
Yeah, I
only just do breakouts.
Yeah, I think it's just the way that your mind. Yeah, I think it's just the way your mind works. I remember Nikki, she saw the bounce off trend lines a lot easier, whereas for me, I don't. It doesn't even go into my brain. So, I like using them as a guide for the trend breaking rather than the continuation of the trend. But yeah, I mean, it can still definitely work. Again, using market structure, you get to the trend line, it rejects off, then you wait for the lower time frame confirmations of the market structure to be in favor of your bias, and then take that continuation. But yeah, so right now Euro USD, it just needs to break. So if I'm looking on the 1 hour, what I would want from it is this break above the highs of Asia session to get that continuation up. It's, even though the 4 hour does look bullish, it's still slightly a little bit consolidating. Yeah. It's not fully breaking above the highest high. So yeah, we'd want to wait for that proper confirmation that we are not still in that pullback or consolidation zone. So yeah, nothing. I just got to wait on that. Yeah, just a lot of waiting, really.
Oh god, yeah, 100%. But last week has definitely taught me just fucking wait.
Yeah.
Wait, because when I wait and I'm patient, my trades win. Or I'm sensible enough and they broke even on Friday,
Yeah.
I'm so proud of myself. This month I'm up 4.7% or something like that. Which I know is really good if you're being
100%.
For a month, because before it was just fucking breaking even every fucking month or losing accounts,
Yeah, definitely. Gonna wait and see what happens at 9, because if the 1 hour on GBP USD doesn't close outside of my range, I mean, I'll be in like I'll probably be break even. I'll probably come out, wait for more to happen. But if it's completely rejected below, then let's have a look again on the 4 hour.
It definitely does look like it's going down. Sorry, I've got a balloon's crying at me.
That's all right. But again, yeah, it just looks super consolidating on the 4 hour as well. Thank you so much for the follows, by the way, guys.
Is that a rule of yours, Doey?
Pardon?
Consolidating, you just kind of step out?
No, so the thing is, like, because this particular trade is a day trade, I'm going against the overall trend, which is bullish. If this was a buy and it's going with the daily time frame, then I'd be a lot more like reluctant to come out.
Okay, I'm with you.
But because I'm going against the trend, I'll always be a lot more cautious, basically.
Of course, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, like if we were going with it, and you know, I'm looking at the daily looks very bullish to me, but it does look like it does need a pullback, but it could have a very small pullback and then flip up, or this might not actually be the pullback. It could just be a wick down and then a flip up, you know.
Do you know what I've noticed? Something that I've been analysing for a while now is we've got in this square here, we've got the last daily high.
Mm-hmm.
That daily high has been broken already.
Yeah.
And what I've realised, it will come back in to the last daily high square.
Yeah.
And then
to retest. Yeah. To retest that area. Yeah, so that's kind of like what I want with this is actually for it to come down to retest the trend line, which is lower than the last high. But yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see. 4 hour, like I said, currently looks like it is bearish, but at any point, because the daily is saying bullish, it can switch back to being bullish. It hasn't. The last low is if you look on the 4 hour, the last low, it hasn't broken, but like the previous, you know, low it broke to give it but it hasn't actually confirmed that we are still in that downtrend. So that's why I wanted the 1 hour really to break outside of the 1 hour lows of Asia to tell me like there's not a lot of buyers here right now. So then we can it wants to push that. Okay, we've got 1 minute, and if this closes outside, I'm gonna stay in.
But don't you see on the 4 hour, for me personally, like we've got so many like rejection candles in
above.
So I've got another square up here.
Yeah.
And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 rejection candles in that area.
Mm-hmm. The only issue is with like wicks and stuff. If you look a little bit to the left, like previous history, just but in between the last kind of like range, just back into the trend line, there's just wicks on both ends.
Yeah, so true.
I don't like getting too tied into the wicks, because when it's like in a bit of a range, like how we're in now, we're in a bit of a range, it just starts wicking everywhere, and then you're like, oh, we got rejection above here, we got rejection down there. Like for me, I've got enough like kind of confirmation from all of the other things that okay, right, it's like it has closed like back in the range, but it's only just literally only just.
Interesting. Yeah, it's very much consolidating in this area. I always find Mondays are kind of like this for me personally.
Oh yeah, and it is the first day of the month as well. Like it's.
So is it? So what's the thing called where it's the last month of the year, or is it the last week of the year? It's called something. Something.
Our trader FX, we're looking at GBP USD. I'm currently in a sell, but I was saying if the 1 hour closes back in the range, I do want to come out of the sell, but I don't know. If you got a pump full of, oh great.
I think it's the hours instantly. I mean, I don't know about you, but when candles first open, and I know you shouldn't think too much of the wicks and candles, but when a candle first opens and it goes straight the opposite way, I always feel like there's a good indication that it's going to go back down again. Do you know what I mean?
because it's got no bottom wick either.
I'm seeing.
Interesting. You know what? I'm just gonna stick to the analysis. Just gonna stick.
I always find I get really pissed off with myself when I've analysed something and I've done it really well, and then all of a sudden I'll start micromanaging a trade, and then I'll pull myself out, and then it will fucking win, and that actually pisses me off more than it hitting stop loss for me personally.
Yeah, I definitely do get it, but I think for me this isn't like I'm trying to look at like a pros and cons list. So one, I'm going against the trend. It's not a pro. Two, we haven't actually confirmed that we are still in a bearish trend on the 4 hour because we haven't broken that new low. So, you know, at any point we can reverse. So that again is going, because the higher time frame's bullish. We know at any point like the 4 hour can switch, even if we have had rejections above. Remember, this is the 4 hour candles. Those rejections above can just be telling you it's going down, but the downwards movement could be one big sell candle. That could have been your downwards movement. You know, it doesn't mean that we're literally going down to the floor. It just means that maybe in that moment from those candles at the top we're going to go down, which it did print a big, you know, sell candle, but now we're getting a lot of rejection. So that's also a con for me. A 1 hour, you look at it straight away, it's very consolidated. There's no like it's real direction. We've failed to break out of the lows of Asia, so there's not a lot of pros on here for me.
Yeah, and it's very two-sided, isn't it? I could see both arguments for both sides personally.
Yeah, and I think it's all dependent on what you use as confirmation, because you use like the wicks and the actual candles itself. Yours are gonna be more pros, whereas I'm looking at my confluences, which is the trend, the market structure, and the liquidity areas, which all of my things have basically told me like it's not going it's not saying it's not going my way, just in this moment I have no confirmation it's going my way. So like within the next hour, say this 1 hour candle does break out, now we've got confirmation because the 4 hour low will probably be broken. The 1 hour low will probably be broken. Now I take a continuation. So yes, I don't have the best entry where I was, but now I feel more confident because now I'm going to get that, you know, that position where I'm more confident about being in the trade. Does that make sense? So like, it's not, it's definitely not saying like it's not going to go down. It just means like the way that I trade, I've always known that I'm never going to get the best always. I mean, sometimes it's going to be luck, you know, I'm going to get in and it'll just shoot my way. But a lot of the time, you know, it's not. So
you look for more confluence. Than actually trying to get in before everyone else.
Yeah, so this is like where your ego is like playing in. So I'm choosing to come out of this in a small loss. It's not going to hit my stop loss, so it's literally half of my stop loss. And you can see like it's really pushing up. It's not making me feel confident about that trade, and it's not to say that it's not going to continue down. But for me, I don't take into considerations all the wicks and stuff, because for me that move could have been done already, because we've got wicks on both sides. We got on the 4 hour we had a huge one, and then now we've got ones above. Now we're kind of creating a big one below. Like it's just confusing me too much, that. So that for me isn't a confluence. Like that move could have already been done. That downward move from those wicks above could have already been done. Oh, hey Lewis, how are you?
So do you think that's how you really save yourself from creating more losses than before? Is actually
Yeah, because that was
right now this isn't going my way, and I've maybe broken a rule. I haven't waited for something, so I'm just going to pull myself out.
Yeah. So that was a very logical move for me. Even if this pulls down, it's like I said, there was no pros in my rule system there. In yours maybe, but not in mine. So I'm looking at what I need to look at, and maybe just at this moment in time, the move down isn't ready to happen for me personally. And if we have a look at what's happening now, if I hit stop loss, I would have lost double the amount, when really I was like, you know what, I just want to follow the rules. And I could really feel my ego talking of being like, just stick it out. But the only time you stick it out if there is logic to stick it out. Because if you're just nervous and it's not going away, but the overall and it is still ticking everything, it's just, for me, it just isn't enough. I need at least the 1 hour to be breaking it slow, because it's too consolidating, and need it to have that break of that low, and give me a little, because otherwise I'm just going to be stressed. Otherwise I'm going to want to micromanage. Whereas you're going to want to micromanage if you don't have confidence within yourself and within the trade. So I feel a lot better coming out with half of my stop loss in a loss of a small loss than me sitting and forcing myself. Let me just force myself to follow my analysis, which now at this time has completely changed from that initial move. It didn't do what I needed it to do. It didn't give me the confirmation that it was going down. It didn't break those lows. And like, to me, my head, that's my system. It's telling me that there's still buyers there, because if it's not breaking out, I'm still using. It's crazy, isn't it? Because like, as you become more experience, even though you're not necessarily using breakout, retest, like the concept's still there in your head. We're at an area where there are buyers. If it doesn't break out, then it's telling you that there's still a little buying power. And right now the 1 hour hasn't got a bottom wick, but hopefully what it will do is flip down, close outside of that range, give me that confirmation. I wait for new structure, and then I feel confident about entering.
And that's the thing, it's like not shutting down as soon as you've made that sensible decision to come out, not shutting down instantly and being like, fuck it, like, well, I've lost now, and then not actually making that win. I when in the Discord, in the mindset thing, when I pulled out at like £100 and something profit, not because I didn't think it was going to go my way, it was, I was in drawdown of like £400 all fucking day, all day, and I was trading on my phone. And I made the sensible decision, because I missed one bit out of my rules. Made this sensible decision when it got halfway to actually end up pulling myself out. It did go my way. I would have won. But is that a win? What was I doing to my subconscious if I was just going, I just hold, and it won? That's telling my subconscious it's okay to break the rules, because it might or might not come into a win. Do you know what I mean? So no, I completely get that.
Yeah, exactly what Mr. Void say. Never trade from your phone.
We literally, mate, Mr. Void, we know this. Did you start off trading with your phone?
Yeah, everyone did, because you do signals.
It was signals, and honestly, the fucking heart palpitations. I ended up getting a funded account, and the thing was on MT5, MT5. Oh my fucking god! It was like I was having a bloody heart attack. I was on the floor at my nan's house like this. It was just the craziest thing. When I'm here, I'm chill. I'm fine. I can see it. I can see how much profit or like loss I'm gonna make or lose. But fucking hell, nah. You're on steroids, mate. Honestly.
Oh god. Oh, it's crazy. But yeah, so it's interesting, really, because the thing is, I'm bullish on GBP USD. And now the 1 hour has obviously rejected from Asia lows. I I'm actually open to a buy if we can get maybe like 15-minute structure, because just to get a little bit more than just the lower time frames. So again, not necessarily like the best entry, but at least more of like a confluence. It is bullish. I got 6 screen, 2 pairs.
Oh my god, fuck that. Oh my god, you know what?
Thank you so much for the gift.
Best thing I have done, and this was because of Doey, stopped looking at so many fucking charts. Stopped looking at so many pairs. And I think at the beginning I was looking at loads of pairs because I'd only trade gold. And that was it. So then when I started trading like pairs, I was like, oh, this is exciting. Like when I started trading like currencies. But actually, it just fucked me up.
Yeah, it just confuses you.
I've had, do you know what I mean? I've actually been like able to see the charts way clearer.
Definitely.
What GU is bullish?
So yeah, someone else said it is bullish. But guys, I'm gonna have to shoot off because Ben's got a call and little Maya is downstairs.
Oh, how is she anyway?
She's so much better now. She's like back to her normal self. She's a happy little girl now. So yeah, got the day with her. We're gonna go and do some like Christmas shopping later and get some decorations and try and make it all Christmassy.
Oh, look at this! Look what we done yesterday. It's pink.
Oh, that is so cute. I love that. Is so cute.
6 years, mate. He has not allowed me to have a tree, and Adam gave us a free tree. So it's got mushrooms, bulb, like it's just got loads of. We just went shopping and I splashed out on pig stuff.
Oh, I love it. That is so cute. But yeah, I will. I'll drop you a message later, Pixie, and thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for jumping on.